Welcome, nerds, to the TV news. That's a little ambiguous, don't you think? This is a clip that is taken from the larger Week in Nerddom that gets posted up on the main YouTube channel at Generally Nerdy, or youtube.com/Generally Nerdy, however you have to go about it. This section of the news, we're talking about TV shows and episodic shows on streaming networks. I'm still working out a way to say that isn't such a mouthful. Either way, it's going to be TV shows, right? That's how this works. And so let's just get into it, shall we? TV streaming is the section in today's TV streaming. We have some very interesting bits to talk about as far as Daredevil Born Again. We're going to get into that. We also have an update on the Venture Brothers situation. That's not the update we were looking for, but we'll take anything we can get. Plus, new Beavis and Butthead. X-Files is in the news. Let's talk about all the things. Starting off in follow-ups and corrections, we have Daredevil Born Again. We're following up on this one. This is a new bit, kind of, from Vincent D'Onofrio. Vincent D'Onofrio obviously playing the Kingpin again. D'Onofrio saying in an interview with Newsweek this week that season 2 is going to happen. They're already doing pre-production, very early pre-production, but pre-production nonetheless for season 2. Remember, season 1 is going to be 18 episodes. Also, in other news that we have come to recently, there is reason to believe that he is going to be he being D'Onofrio as the Kingpin is going to be in more than just the Daredevil series. So also talking about the existence of Frank Castle in this, just a whole lot of stuff came out of this Newsweek article. So Kingpin is reportedly going to be showing up in a number of other Marvel Cinematic Universe entries in the near future as well. So we're going to have Thaddeus Ross as the president, the Red Hulk president, and then presumably Kingpin as the mayor of New York City. Looks like things are potentially actually going to be going fairly dark for Marvel, which is what the fandom is asking for. So crossing our fingers that Feige's actually listening. From there, though, we move over to Secret Invasion. We finally have an actual release date for this series, the premiere date, rather. So June 21 is the premiere date for the next big hope in the MCU. I mean, Daredevil sounds like it is also going to be big hope as well, but I think Secret Invasion is going to be the thing that the vehicle through which we move into the next phase, whereas the Kingpin bit is just going to fill the current phase. Next, we're talking about the Venture Brothers. Like I said, Venture Brothers update. Not the update we wanted because it's not actually about the movie, but we do have an announcement of a box set. Everything Venture, it's not what it's called, but that's effectively what it is. Everything that the Venture Brothers has ever produced, specifically Doc Hannemer, Jackson Public, everything that they've done for the Venture Brothers is going into a box set. And there's a couple of different prices here, and it's a little nuts. So there is a digital-only version of this box set where you just have digital copies of everything, and that is in and of itself is going to be $80 US. And then if you want the physical version, so the DVDs of everything, that is going to be, where was it, $135 US for the DVD. Apparently it's a little bit cheaper in Canada, probably because the manufacturing plant exists in Canada, I would imagine, but that's not by much. It's like $10 cheaper in Canada, US. So, yeah, it's great. I'm super excited. I'm very likely going to be spending $135 on some Venture Brothers in the not too distant future, but where's the movie, man? Whatever. Moving along. Next, we have Walking Dead, Dead City, the Maggie and Negan series. We have a release date for that one as well. Premiere date. I know, I'm saying the wrong thing. I'm talking movies. I'm talking TV, and I'm using movie language. So June 18th is a Sunday. That Sunday at 10 p.m. is the premiere date for the next installment of the Walking Dead saga, if you will. Super excited about this. It is going to be following the final episode of the first half of the Fear the Walking Dead's final season. So Fear the Walking Dead is in its final season. They have their mid-season break June 18th. After that episode airs is immediately going to be the first episode of the Maggie and Negan series called The Walking Dead Dead City. I think that's the TLDR. All right, so that's what we got there. Let's move now into trailers. We got one trailer that had me rolling when I was watching it. Beavis and Butthead Season 2 on the Hulu, or I'm sorry, was it Hulu? Yeah, no, Paramount Plus, sorry. Paramount Plus series, Beavis and Butthead Season 2, Paramount Plus. Go watch this trailer because Beavis and Butthead apparently get married to each other. Just, that's a thing that obviously needed to happen, and I didn't realize it until I saw this trailer. Wow. Yeah, go watch it. It's great. That's what we got for trailers. Let's talk about some regular-ass news. Our first and probably the largest piece in regular-ass news. We got word from Chris Carter, the creator of The X-Files, that Ryan Coogler is going to be showrunning a reboot of sorts. No exact details as to what it is going to be precisely, if it's going to be some sort of legacy sequel series or what, but it is going to be some form of reboot to the franchise of The X-Files. From Ryan Coogler. All right, so at the risk of being called silly names that are irrelevant, I'm going to just put this out there and see if it sticks. Something like this happened, something very similar to this happened not too long ago when we got the Jordan Peele Twilight Zone. That didn't go over super, I mean, they were good, they just weren't the Twilight Zone. So I have the utmost faith that Coogler is capable of doing something great with this property if he can get out of his own way and doesn't want to be overly preachy with it, which I don't think he's much of a preachy dude. So yeah, I think there is actually a strong possibility this could be great. There's almost as much possibility that this is just gonna fly under the radar and nobody's gonna care, but I think there is a good possibility it will be great. So we will keep tabs on that as things develop. Next, we have a new Adult Swim series has been announced, and this is newsworthy because it's being brought back for a second season before the first episode of the first season has time to premiere, which is not a move we've necessarily seen from Adult Swim in recent history. Honestly, this seems like they're putting a lot of stock into this, like it's going to be their next Venture Brothers or Metalocalypse or something. And judging from the bits that I've seen of it so far, that's kind of how they're trying to sell it too. So hopefully they're not putting all their eggs in one basket, so to speak. But yeah, season 2, or it's going to be 2 seasons rather, and that's what we got there. Let's move right along. Next, we have real quick, I guess this is technically a follow-up, but a real quick update on the White Lotus series. The season 3 has been revealed, season 3 location rather, has been revealed as Thailand. There are apparently 4 White Lotus locations in Thailand. So one of those 4, the specifics have not been announced, but one of those 4 is going to be the setting of the next season. So that's what we got in regular ass news. Let's talk now suggestions in TV streaming. This week's suggestion is The X-Files. You can stream it in a bunch of different places. If you want to watch it for free, Freevee has it. You just got to sit through commercials. Freevee is the new Amazon Prime free option. Or if you have Hulu, then it's up on Hulu as part of your subscription. Or if you don't mind paying for it, then Amazon Prime has it. You can pay for the seasons as chunks. I don't think you can do the whole thing as one individual purchase, but you can do the seasons as chunks or the episodes as chunks. Either way, go watch The X-Files. With this announcement from Coogler, everybody should brush up, and it's honestly should just be something you watch from time to time anyway, because it's just that damn good. Go watch The X-Files. That is your suggestion for the week. Once again, nerds, that was a short section that comes from a longer video on the main channel, Generally Nerdy, YouTube or Rumble. Take your pick. I'm on both. You can go find it there. You can go find all of the other news there as well. including the live episode. We do a live episode roughly once a week, every Friday evening. You can join the conversation live, or you can just leave comments here on this one or any of the other ones you find on the Clips channel. Thank you very much, nerds. We've got other news to discuss in other videos, but while we're getting out of here, don't forget that if it's generally nerdy, it's probably here.